You seem worried. You thinking about the husband? It was unpleasant. But we soldier on.
You leave me the fuck alone.
I know June. She's my friend.
No?
But she's pregnant.
By Waterford?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have something for you. From June.
Oh my God!
Listen, you look out for her. And you tell her that Moira made it out. And that she's living with me now. And you tell her that I love her. And you tell her that I'm not gonna stop. No matter what happens, I'm not gonna stop. You tell her that.
Tell her.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Nick. My name's Nick.
Oh, he has no idea.
Your young guardian told me there were some problems yesterday.
Yeah. That's what happens when you give a 20-year-old a gun.
With disobedience.
And total power.
He spoke out of turn. Mrs. Waterford said I have to leave the house as soon as the baby comes.
She's not happy about that.
Did anyone ever ask you to be a godmother?
Insolence is not permitted.
This baby is gonna come into this house very soon. And in my experience, any man who would hurt a woman would hurt a child.
What are you saying?
I'm saying this baby needs protection.
I would never, ever allow anything to happen to a baby.
Well done, June. Well done. That was the right way to appeal to her.
I was godmother to my sister's child. He died when he was 4 days old.
Sorry.
It wasn't my fault.
Fucking letters. I thought that package was gonna have like C4 in it or whatever. Something to make Gilead go boom.
This could go boom.
Yeah. Do it now while he's still there.
Good morning, Stuart. We won't be conducting this morning's session, Mr. Waterford. You can go directly to the airport. We'll have your luggage brought down. I don't understand.
You and your wife are no longer welcome in Canada.
Forgive me, is there an issue? Last night, someone uploaded a series of letters from women in your country. The public reaction here in Canada has been overwhelming. Are you really going to cancel an entire agenda based on some anonymous slander? We believe the women. Yesterday, you believed me. Our former position is no longer sustainable. Coward.
You're one to talk.
I don't know how you live with your...
Serena, run!
It's sad what they've done to you.
Serena! Rip your fucking hat off, rip your stupid coat off and fucking do something. Pissed on your parade, didn't it?
Look at this, they can't even control their own people.
They don't have to, because they're not fascists. Moira!
Shot Ruby.
Well done, guys. Team Canada smashed it this episode. This ain't gonna be good. Biting lips to pieces, I'm so nervous.
What a mess. I'll never hear the end of it.
It'll die down.
We're lucky in a lot of ways. Aren't we?
Yes, we are.
The letters from Jezebel's. They got out.
What?
Made a difference.
Oh god, this is gonna be an awkward conversation.
I met your husband. He came after the commander, called him out, scared him, gave him the letters. He's the one who got them out. He loves you. He told me he'll never stop.
Thank you for that.
About Moira. Tell her about Moira.
He wanted me to tell you that Moira got out too.
Moira.
I think she's staying with him now.
Oh my god, they could kill each other.
I should go. Eden's probably wondering.
Yes, okay.
I love you.
Moira is Hannah's godmother. And she got out. It was impossible. And she did it. I know I should accept the reality of you being born here.
I feel like she's gonna
Make
go
my
into
peace.
labour or something.
But fuck that.
I come fluttering in for Neverland. Time can never stop me. No, 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 no. I know you try to. I come riding in on a pale white horse, sending now high to less fortune.
Oh man, that was fantastic. That was a bloody good episode. It started so painfully and then it lifted. We started getting some of the things that we want actually happened. Firstly, like that Janine line when Janine and June were talking on the bridge, and Janine was like, you can't separate two people who smell like each other. I'm not talking because I'm gonna cry. God damn it, Janine. She just knows how to say a thing in the most simple and true way that there is. And it just, you get the emotional reality of it immediately. You just punch me straight in the heart. And then she gets smacked in the face by a gun. Because in Gilead, a 20-year-old boy is considered capable of managing complete authority over grown-ass women. It's just so wrong. You give this kid a gun and total control and power. Of course, nothing's going to go wrong. So he's being a little shitbag around the house generally. I'm not happy about it. Isaac can fuck off. Serena is changed after the awful experience that she had of being abused by Fred in the last episode. That scene where she was trying to establish her power over June again by saying, you know, you leave the house the moment the baby's born. I think she wants June out of the way because she has now not only slept with her husband, but she has also seen Serena humiliated and degraded. And I don't think Serena can bear June's eyes on her, because June is looking at her with sympathy and pity. And she wants June to be looking at her with fear and respect. So I think her chief motivation for getting her out of the way is that. I don't even think it's about just having the baby to herself. I really think it's more to do with their history and very recent history. And Fred tells her she needs to now, you know, come to Canada and play the powerful slave wife. And you just feel like with Serena that it's getting harder and harder for her to maintain the pretense that this little revolution of theirs was worth it. Her face when she was looking out of the window of the car in Canada and just taking in, like, you could see she wanted to be able to be on a mobile phone, and she just wanted the feel of a kiss, that it was actually a passionate, real kiss. And you could just see her emotions playing out on her face. I thought it was incredibly well done. And it was strange as well to realise when you saw Canada how, oh my god, of course, it's now, it's not 50 years ago. Because so much of Gilead feels like you're watching a period drama. And to have suddenly, like, even before it happened, I was already thinking about the juxtaposition of Serena in this costume. It suddenly looked ridiculous out of Gilead. You know, in Gilead, because of all of the power and everything that it denotes, her outfit means something. It's a uniform that conveys authority and superiority and status. But transplanted into Canada, with people walking around wearing ordinary clothes and women working and expressing themselves, there was something clownish about it. It made me want to cry. I was just like, she looks like a joke, like a sick joke. I might have more empathy for her than she deserves, to be honest, but I have it nonetheless. Fred, meanwhile, is just being a total asshole. Luke and Moira come to protest him, and he is just a dick to Luke, you know. He's sticking to his story about this is all fabrication, this is all nonsense, everybody calm down. And like, the kingdom will endure forever and all that shit. I didn't know how Luke didn't kick him in the face. But they are smarter with their power, as the episode notes. And then we get this incredible scene with Nick actually goes and finds Luke in the bar. I think rightly doesn't say, oh yeah, actually I'm the father and also I love her. I don't think Luke needs to be dealing with any of that right now, and I also think it would have broken June's confidence, and I think it's right that however this gets settled, it needs to be led by June. It does not need to be the men duking it out. So he just sticks to his story, but he gives Luke the letters. So he gives Luke the ammunition to deliver a far worse blow to Fred than if he had punched him in the face, because he scuppers the entire trade deal. Not only is that a massive slap in the face for Fred, for Gilead, for the whole thing, but this is important. This is about safety. It means that illegal immigrants from Gilead to Canada won't be extradited, thank goodness. So people who are still escaping can escape. And it imperils the economy of Gilead, and the more pressure you can put on that kind of fledgling state, the better. The sooner you would trigger a collapse. I also hope that Fred is going to be in a lot of trouble for just fucking this up, because I don't think they're very forgiving in Gilead, ironically, as people who are supposed to be so pious. I like that Moira got that visual punch in to Fred as well, of getting to the window so that he could see her. He knew who she was, and that she wasn't Ruby, she was Moira, and she was free. That was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I cried my eyes out several times, obviously, with Luke telling Nick, who he doesn't realise is in love with his wife and, is having a baby with her and all of that stuff, and he's, telling him how much he loves her. I just really felt for him in that moment. And then, of course, we had the whole situation with Serena, where she actually has the opportunity to be flown off to Hawaii to write a book about everything that's gone down and actually be a part of bringing Gilead down. And I loved the line where she says, I would never betray my country. And the guy's like, I thought you already had. Tuello. Oh, that was brilliant. I just want that to go around and around and around in her head, because it's true. Like, she betrayed her country once because she believed that it was in the best interest of humanity. She was profoundly wrong, but what that does show you is that she is willing to go to the nth degree for what she believes is right. So if she becomes convinced that Gilead is the wrong thing for people, I can see nothing inconsistent at all with her standing up and doing something about it. It would be entirely consistent with her character, even though at a surface level it would look like the opposite. And June is rallying support for her child. She's employed our dear beloved Rita for kindness, and she's enrolled Aunt Lydia to protect the child. And I think that was really smart, and it was also incredibly smart the way that she did it with Aunt Lydia. She got Aunt Lydia. Like, there was a share, she was talking about when she was a godmother, and that's the first personal tidbit that I think a handmaid's ever got out of Aunt Lydia. I think the only other personal detail we've had from her is that she used to smoke. She told Serena. And that scene was really tense. I kept thinking that June was going to go too far, and she did, but then she took a step back once, she'd noted Aunt Lydia's limits, and then transformed that conversation. That was amazing. And Nick, bless him, comes back and passes on the messages to June absolutely faithfully from Luke, including how much he loves her and that he'll never stop. And I tell you what, I'm sorry I ever doubted Nick now. I never thought in season 1 I would get to the point I am now with him, where I just love him. I actually love him now. He's one of my favourite characters. And the way that he expresses his love for June, like when he looked at her and he said, "I love you," that felt so real to me. It was like I was not watching a programme. It was really beautiful. Especially given, like, that's could all have been so awkward. He could have been petulant about it. He could have made it about himself and feeling fragile and like he was going to lose her, and he didn't do any of that. He just acted in service of her, and it was absolutely stunning. And all of that added up in June to, I think, something quite exciting, because she was saying, you know, Moira did the impossible. It was an impossible task and she pulled it off. And she's talking to the baby and basically saying, I'd kind of been resigned to you growing up in this world. We would just have to stay here. Well, fuck that. So I'm all up for whatever the hell's coming next. What an amazing episode. And what an amazing season. Wow. So everybody, time for me to pop off. Until the next time, bye bye.